The voice inside, friend or foe. We all have a voice inside our heads. This voice is a constant companion, always there, always present, and it never seems to take a break. It's with us from the moment we wake up in the morning until we fall asleep at night. It chatters away, commenting on our day, our choices, and ourselves. It's like a running commentary on our lives, providing feedback on everything we do, think, and feel. Sometimes it's like having a personal cheerleader, and other times it feels more like a harsh critic. Sometimes this voice is supportive and kind. It tells us that we're doing a great job, that we're capable, and that we're worthy of love and success. It's the voice that lifts us up when we're feeling down and gives us the confidence to keep going. It cheers us on and reminds us of our strengths. It highlights our achievements and encourages us to pursue our dreams. This positive inner dialogue can be incredibly empowering, helping us to believe in ourselves and our abilities. Other times, this voice can be harsh and critical. It points out our mistakes, magnifies our flaws, and predicts our failures. It's the voice that makes us doubt ourselves and question our worth. It whispers doubts, magnifies our flaws, and predicts our failures. It tells us that we're not good enough, that we'll never succeed, and that we're unworthy of love and happiness. This negative inner dialogue can be incredibly damaging, eroding our self-esteem and confidence. This negative inner dialogue is what we call negative self-talk. It's that persistent, nagging voice that tells us we're not good enough, smart enough, or worthy enough. It's the voice that keeps us stuck in a cycle of self-doubt and fear. Negative self-talk is that persistent voice that tells you you're not good enough, smart enough, or worthy enough. It's the voice that says you'll fail, you're unlovable, or you'll never amount to anything. It's the voice that keeps us from reaching our full potential. It's the voice that says you'll fail, you're unlovable, or you'll never amount to anything. It's the voice that makes us feel small, insignificant, and powerless. It's the voice that keeps us from taking risks and pursuing our dreams. It's important to pay attention to this voice because it can significantly impact our lives. By becoming aware of our inner dialogue, we can start to challenge and change the negative self-talk. We can learn to replace it with a more positive, supportive voice that encourages us to be our best selves.
Trapped in doubt. The grip of negative self-talk. Negative self-talk can trap us in a cycle of doubt and fear. It's like a relentless voice in our head that constantly questions our worth and abilities. It can make us question our abilities, erode our confidence, and prevent us from pursuing our dreams. This inner critic can be so powerful that it stops us from even trying. Imagine this. You're about to give a presentation. You've prepared for weeks, but as the moment approaches, doubt starts to creep in. Suddenly, your inner critic pipes up. You're going to mess this up. You start to feel your heart race, your palms sweat. Everyone will think you're incompetent. These thoughts echo in your mind, making it hard to focus on anything else. These negative thoughts can trigger anxiety, stress, and even lead to more serious mental health issues like depression and anxiety disorders. The more we listen to this inner critic, the more power it gains. Research has shown a strong link between negative self-talk and lower levels of well-being. Studies indicate that individuals who engage in frequent negative self-talk are more likely to experience higher levels of stress and lower levels of life satisfaction. When we constantly berate ourselves, it takes a toll on our emotional and mental health. Over time, this can lead to a diminished sense of self-worth and a pervasive feeling of hopelessness. But it doesn't have to be this way. By practicing positive affirmations and challenging our negative thoughts, we can begin to break free from this cycle. Mindfulness and meditation can also help us become more aware of our thought patterns and develop a more compassionate inner voice. Seeking help from a mental health professional can provide us with the tools and support we need to overcome negative self-talk and build a healthier, more positive mindset. Remember, the grip of negative self-talk can be loosened. With effort and support, we can reclaim our confidence and pursue our dreams with renewed vigor.
The weight of words, how negativity affects us. Think about a time someone said something hurtful to you. Remember how those words made you feel. Now imagine saying those same hurtful things to yourself day after day. That's what negative self-talk does. It chips away at our self-esteem and leaves us feeling inadequate and defeated. The impact of negative self-talk extends beyond our thoughts and feelings. It can also affect our behavior. When we believe the negative stories we tell ourselves, we might avoid challenges, sabotage our own success, or withdraw from relationships.
Recognizing the enemy. Identifying negative self-talk. The first step to overcoming negative self-talk is recognizing when it's happening. This might seem simple, but it requires a conscious effort to tune into your inner dialogue. Start paying attention to the voice in your head. Notice the tone and the words it uses. Is it kind and encouraging, or is it harsh and critical? What does it say, especially when you face challenges, setbacks, or stressful situations? Often, our inner critic becomes loudest during these times. Does it sound something like this? I'm such a failure, I'm not good at anything, or I'm not worthy of love. These statements can be incredibly damaging and often aren't based on reality. These are all classic examples of negative self-talk. They can create a cycle of negativity that is hard to break. It often disguises itself as realistic thinking, but in reality, it's distorted and unhelpful. This kind of thinking can lead to feelings of hopelessness and helplessness. Once you start recognizing these negative thought patterns, you can begin to challenge and change them. Ask yourself, is this thought really true? What evidence do I have to support it? Is there another way to look at this situation? Keeping a journal can be a helpful tool in this process. Write down your negative thoughts and then challenge them with more balanced, realistic ones. Practicing mindfulness and meditation can also help you become more aware of your thoughts and learn to let go of the negative ones. Remember, you don't have to do this alone. Talking to a friend, family member, or therapist can provide support and perspective. By identifying and challenging negative self-talk, you can start to build a more positive and empowering inner dialogue. This is a crucial step towards improving your mental well-being and overall happiness. Section 5. Challenging the lies. You are not your thoughts. It's crucial to remember that your thoughts are not facts. They are simply thoughts, and you have the power to choose which ones you believe and which ones you challenge. When you catch yourself thinking negative thoughts, stop and ask yourself, is this really true? More often than not, you'll find that your negative thoughts are based on fear, insecurity, or past experiences that don't reflect your current reality. Challenge those thoughts. Dispute the lies your inner critic is telling you.
Section 6. Reframing the narrative. Turning negatives into positives. Once you've challenged your negative thoughts, it's time to reframe them into more positive and realistic ones. For example, instead of saying I'm going to fail this test, try saying I'm going to study hard and do my best. Instead of thinking I'm not good enough, remind yourself of your strengths and accomplishments. Remember, our thoughts influence our feelings and behaviors. By choosing to focus on positive and empowering thoughts, we can shift our mindset and create a more positive outlook on ourselves and our lives.
Section 7. The power of gratitude. Shifting your focus. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to negative self-talk. When we focus on what we're grateful for, it's harder to dwell on negative thoughts. Take some time each day to appreciate the good things in your life, no matter how small they may seem. You can start a gratitude journal, write thank you notes, or simply take a moment to reflect on the things that bring you joy. Gratitude helps shift our perspective from what's wrong to what's right, promoting feelings of happiness and contentment.
Section 8. Building self-compassion. Treating yourself with kindness. We often judge ourselves more harshly than we judge others. It's time to break free from this cycle of self-criticism and start treating ourselves with the same kindness and compassion we would offer a dear friend. Imagine a friend is going through a tough time. Would you berate them with negative comments? Or would you offer words of encouragement and support? Treat yourself with the same compassion. Acknowledge your mistakes and imperfections without judgment. Remember that everyone makes mistakes, and it's through our mistakes that we learn and grow.
Section 9. Practice makes progress. Cultivating a positive mindset. Challenging negative self-talk is an ongoing process. It's like building a muscle. It takes time, effort, and consistency. Don't get discouraged if you find yourself slipping back into old patterns of negative thinking. It's normal. The key is to keep practicing. The more you practice catching and challenging your negative thoughts, the easier it will become to reframe them into more positive and empowering ones. Over time, you'll notice a shift in your mindset, and positive self-talk will become more natural. Section 10. Embrace your strength. You can do this. You have the power to change the conversation in your head, starting today. You are capable of silencing the inner critic and replacing it with a voice of self-love, encouragement, and unwavering support. Embrace your strength and believe in yourself every single day. You are worthy, you are capable, and you are enough. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. Be patient with yourself, celebrate your progress, and never give up on cultivating a positive and empowering mindset. You've got this.